Hey there, what's up everybody? So today I wanted to give you a little bit more history on myself. I got my first action camera at Christmas of 2012. My wife thought it would be kind of cool if I started recording some rides so she could track what I was doing and when I'm out in the woods. So in 2013 I started recording my rides. I really had nothing planned for the videos other than when I got old and couldn't ride anymore, I could look back and enjoy the trails again. Initially I recorded almost every ride. I would just put the recorder on and go and ride, and some rides I saved and some there was nothing eventful that happened, so I would simply delete them. But I started accumulating a lot of different rides, a lot of video that I was saving onto my hard drive. So I started with a 1 terabyte backup drive, and I slowly over time filled that up over the last 7 years. So then I bought a 2 terabyte backup, so now I've got 3 terabytes of backup, and I was recording in 720p because I figured they were just for me. 1080 was just going to take up extra room, and 720 didn't look noticeably different at the time until nowadays when people are recording in 4K. So now that I have 7 years of video of me riding and my wife and different rides with different people, different places, different types of rides, I came across YouTube and thought, hey, what a great way to share them. If someone else gets enjoyment out of them or sees that a guy like me can go out and do different kind of rides, maybe that would inspire somebody to get out there and get off the couch and go enjoy themselves on the rides. So this video is actually about my progression as a bike rider. So as I was sifting through my old rides, trying to determine which ones I wanted to publish for people to see that they may enjoy, I came across an old video where I went out to Kettle Moraine with 3 friends. I went with Tom, and we met Don and Jim there. I had never met Don and Jim, but Tom had told me a lot of biking stories about those two. How the 3 of them used to mountain bike back in the day before it became popular. So I started watching the video, and initially Tom took me to a wooden feature section at Kettle Moraine in Wisconsin. Now I had ridden a few wooden features in my day, but this was a whole section of wooden features that today I look back and say, well, those are pretty easy, but it was startling to watch the video and see how much I was intimidated by them. I was literally riding past them instead of over them to check them out because I was scared. I was pretty nervous. But Tom, you could tell he had done it before. He went right up and over them, and he was pretty comfortable on them. So I actually made a couple passes around before I actually tried one. And then I tried another, and I slowly got the hang of them. And that was 5 years ago. Now today I look back, and when I go to that same park, I ride over those without giving it a second thought. So to me, I've progressed quite a bit. And it's kind of interesting looking back on how you used to ride to how you're riding today. So riding with Tom, Don, and Jim was fascinating because they had some stories from back in the day when Moby Dick was a minnow. They've been riding for a while. So they had a wealth of knowledge, and I would follow them. I was watching their lines. I would ask them questions about things, and just observe how they handled things, and it was kind of a cool experience. My only regret from that day is not recording more of the conversations we had when we stopped. So usually when we stopped, I would turn the camera off, but that's when the gold happened. That's when those guys with all the experience of the trails would start sharing their knowledge with me, and it was definitely appreciated. But I wish I would have caught it on camera for others. Hey, by the way, on the way down, I was following him. He didn't say a word.
He's got it on video too, so there.
So if I can impart any wisdom to you through my videos, hopefully it helps make you a better rider. So looking back on that day, how I was intimidated by those features, and I do remember the feeling of, once I went over one of them, the feeling of accomplishment that, wow, I just did that. And now today there's things that scare the bejeebers out of me, and over time I've learned the best way to ride them, if other people are riding them, it can't be that bad, is just commit. Trust the bike, trust your skill sets, and commit, and build confidence. I will actually take lines others won't, or I'll try and do things. I've fallen a few times trying things I probably shouldn't have yet, but my skill has progressed quite a bit. I wouldn't call myself an expert by any means, but I'm not afraid of trying black diamonds. I'm still more of a blue guy. Greens are okay. Black diamonds are cool once in a while, and if I'm with my friends, because you know how it is, you just kind of, you challenge each other, and you can't look like the wimp, so you go do stuff that you normally wouldn't do by yourself. Plus, when you're by yourself, if you get hurt, there's nobody to drag you out of the woods. So if you got a friend with you, hey, at least they'll drag you out of the woods, hopefully, right? Or call somebody that will. And sometimes when you go riding with people that are above your skill sets, they tend to get bored with you and can be dicks, downright dicks, and I've ridden with some people like that. But riding with Tom, Don, and Jim, they definitely were not dicks. They were class gentlemen. They took their time and explained things to me, helped me out, and basically helped make me a better rider. So thanks, guys. I appreciated it at the time, and it still carries through today. So anytime you get to ride with a crew of guys like that, take advantage of it. And if you ride with a crew of guys that are dicks, you'll know not to ride with them next time. All right. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care.